So today I'm gonna be updating the tier list from the update and also talking a bit more about why this update sucked. It just wasn't that good. But first of all, these guys. So the thing about Biowar is that he does damage over time in return for less damage and less health. The problem is when I tested this out in like a public server and tried to find out just how much damage that overtime damage does alongside the normal hit, it turns out to be like 70 damage, the same as Midas. And so basically what this robot is a robot with less health. Uh it's a robot that does the same amount of damage but over time, so you might as well just pick Midas because it's instant. And yeah, I guess hold on, I need to change. Stupid ads. But yeah. I'm gonna change this real quick. Shut up! But basically, Um, this dude is going in F tier. Same damage and same and less health as same damage as Midas, but way less health than Midas. He's one of those robots with like 500, 600 health. I don't really remember. But yeah, this is just not a very good bot. And so I'm putting him in F tier. To be honest, I'm putting Danger Zone. I'm promoting him to D tier for one simple reason. I mean, now that I think about it, I mean he's pretty decent. Like although he doesn't really have an escape option for when he's trapped, and he has less health. So if he is trapped, he takes a ton of damage and gets really punished. Having really fast punches and 2 times body part damage is still a pretty good win, honestly. So I feel like he's updated the D tier. First of all, Adam is still on. Let me look at the Discord. Let me look at the Discord so I can tell. Um, let's see here. So this is the update log. 2 new bots, win streaks. Yes, yes, yes. Balance changes. Okay, Adam's limbs toughness has decreased. Wait, Adam's get-ups 5 to 4? Wait, what? When did that happen? I thought that was 7 to 5. Now he's even worse. It's crazy. Gambit's attack speed is nerfed, so he hits slower now. And stun lock. What do you mean it is fixed mostly? If somebody spams jab, I cannot use my panic block anymore. Oh, if you didn't know, I was in a server against an Atom. I was playing against an Atom as Biowar to figure out how much damage he does. And guess what? When he spammed jabs, I saw my yellow dot, which suggested that I have my panic block. I held down the block button. It never came out. It never came out. And so and it wasn't like I pressed it and it went away. I was holding it down, I was pressing it multiple times, I would get out of the combo, and the yellow light would still be there, suggesting that it simply wasn't being used while I was stunned. The entire purpose of it is to get me out of stun. So this is a lie. Also, if you get hit, also if somebody perfect blocks your attack, it doesn't matter because you aren't stunned. You can walk away. You can literally just walk away. If somebody perfect blocks you, you can walk away from their attacks. Not only that, but it's shorter, so they only have one hit. They can only hit you one time with a big heavy attack to capitalize off it, but by the time they throw it out, you're already walking to the other side of the ring. And it's really, really stupid. But yeah, this, very, very interesting. Definitely nerfing Adam here. Gamma's attack speed. This is a huge nerf, to be honest. I don't actually know how much the attack speed was, but yeah. Anyways, Blue Bot. Um, Low D tier. To be honest, is just not cutting it. The entire purpose of it is that it throws out 2 tech moves, or a double damage tech move, or whatever. But in return, it takes 2 times body part damage. Note that I made a video on this update, and I used Bluebot, and I believe I pressed the tech moves 26 times a whole 26 times, and I didn't dismember a single body part from. Oh, was it an atom? I honestly feel like it was like a Midas or something. I don't remember, but I'll pull up a clip or something. But yeah, I couldn't break off their limbs, just like the point of a tech move, and so it was just kind of dumb and useless. And if this dude faces off against this dude's body parts are getting absolutely destroyed. He's dismembering every single limb, head to toe, and ambush. He hasn't really changed much. He's still a good beat. It's still a good beat here because he's still just a good bot in general. Fat boy. Um, Fat boy. I'm still just gonna put him in C tier. He's not the best, but he's not the worst. I feel like Biowar's saving grace is that he has this decently good tech move that's unblockable, but because it's unblockable, you have to land hits. So I think it's meh. Gambit. First of all, in my first video, I think I'll put him in C tier. And then a comment on that suggested that I put it in low B tier, I think, because of how easy it is to learn, because you can just spam with him. But then I remembered he can't block. And now that his damage is debuffed, I think I'm going to put him in low C tier. Just because his speed is nerfed. He can't block. Not very good. And then this robot. I'm pretty sure this was like, you're faster, but you lose power charge and energy charge. Which is probably also going into D tier. Probably better than this guy. So I forgot to. Okay. There we go. And Midas. Midas is still high B tier. His range and him being a bit slower than other bots make him B tier, but otherwise, he's still a great bot. But Adam, hold on. I have to think about this. Adam went from 5 to 4 knockdowns, which means he can't be knocked down as much. He has lost limb durability, so that he can be dismembered easier. So basically, if he goes against a Midas, he's just gonna get downed and die. And if he goes up against a danger zone, he'll lose his arms and die. To be honest, is he really A tier anymore? I feel like he's. I don't think anybody's A tier. I don't feel like anybody's super omega broken. I feel like Midas is right there, but he's still good. Adam still has a ton of health and still can't really have his head dismembered. And his limb durability is probably still pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my tier list. And yeah. Bye.